starting this video late. Fred's doing great work down here in the chair. We have our transmission kinda in. We're gonna get the converter in. Anything you have to say, Fred?
No.
Fred's not enjoying having a tiny car to work on. We got some of the wiring tucked away up top. I can't get a video of that because it's way up there. But we're gonna keep picking away and try to get this transmission in at least. So stay tuned. Alright, well, the battery died on the time lapse, but we got the transmission in. Down in there. Problem is, the converter is still not fully seated. We thought it was, got it all in, it's not. So that's probably gonna have to come back out. But right now we got the car on jags. And we're working on doing the drive shaft measurement. So once we get that done, we're gonna probably put it on scales, see what we're at for weight wise, try to figure out some things from there, so stay tuned. Alright, update for the day so far. We got pretty much nowhere. Everything has gone wrong. Our transmission is back on the counter. For some reason our converter is not fully seating. We're supposed to have an 1.1 of clearance between this bell housing and the ears down here. We are at, I think it was 3/4 of an inch. So for some reason the converter is not fully seating. I mean, between the three of us, we just put 2.5 hours probably into trying to wiggle it in. It hits the first 2 stages and then it just does not want to seat the ears and the pump to the snout. For some reason it's spinning on it but not fully engaging in. Wiring wise, I tucked this harness back. I'll show you. All these harness wires right here were all sitting up top and then tucked down. It was a mess. I got them tucked under now. This is still a mess, obviously. I have a ton of cleaning up to do. But my goal is to get all this down under the fuel rails. And then they're kind of neatly tucked over here, but I still don't like it. I'm going to end up pulling up the intake and tuck everything underneath, hopefully. Yeah, we measured for drive shaft today. We've got that measurement now. I got to order a new yoke for the back. And then hopefully this week we'll be able to get the drive shaft ordered and start making that. What else do we get done? Not much. We scaled the car. I'm not going to give out the numbers yet. I mean, that's just the secret, no prep stuff. But it's heavier than I want it to be. Everyone else seems to think it's pretty light, but I definitely want to. I need to shave some weight off the front and get some weight in the back somehow. But yeah, that's pretty much all we got done so far today. I might give another update before the night's over, but I'm not sure what I'm going to pick away at right now before I end up leaving. It's getting late tonight and I got stuff to do. So stay tuned. All right, one more update for the night. I pulled the intake, and I got pretty much almost all the harness that ran up top. You know, everything that ran right around here. I got it tucked. I don't know if you can actually see it, but it's all pretty much ran directly under the intake. It's tight, but it doesn't look like anything's really pinched off. The intake still seats decently, so I'm gonna start buttoning that back up and then probably call it a night. I know this wasn't a great video. I didn't get to show you guys anything cool, or we didn't even start the car today with everything else going wrong. Transmission's still on the bench. We're going to do some research this week. We got a couple ideas of what it could be. It's causing the converter not to seat, so hopefully next weekend we'll have a couple more answers and be able to pick away at it. Hopefully get it in the car again and everything will be decent. From there, yeah, we're pretty much just gonna keep plugging away at wiring. There's so much wiring on this car that needs to get done. And I'm not a great wirer, obviously. My skills of wiring were decent on paper in college, but in real life I'm terrible. So I'm gonna finish bolting this up and then probably call it a night. Stay tuned for next weekend. Hopefully we can give you something better. See you guys.